Hi guys, it's Aeryn and I'm here with a new layout, and this is all paper from Simple Stories So Rad collection, and I was really excited when they announced this collection. And if you watched my ACOT haul video, you saw that I pretty much ordered it pre-order and then had to sit and wait impatiently for that entire box to come. But when it did, I basically filmed that video that you saw and then made this layout because I couldn't wait. So I was just trying to decide how I wanted to cut that paper because there was stuff on the back that I wanted to use, but I also wanted to use this I'm kind of a big deal thing. And the photos are of me basically wearing the headset that I'm wearing right now to record this, but it's also the headset that I use when I play my video games online with my friends and with Mike. And my message board, they were doing a day of selfies or whatever, and so that's one of the selfies that I took was me wearing my headphones and, kind of this is what I look like when I'm playing my games. And so here I'm just cutting a bunch of layers and sort of mentally planning out how I want to sit them. The vellum is from a crepe paper line, and so that's the only thing that's not Simple Stories in this, and it's just a bunch of numbers, and I thought that it would just add nice texture to the background of this layout. So I'm just going to put it back there and then build on top of it. And I thought that kind of putting the paper so it looked like I had dropped it onto the layout would look pretty cool. So I'm, angling things and messing around with them and just kind of trying to make them random without them obviously being random because I can't do that. I physically can't do that. That'd be too weird. So I did one 4x6 and then one 2x4 or 1 3x4. There you go. And I'm just going to try and get some frames in here because I love all the different frames. And I wanted to see if I could just add them into embellishment clusters like I've done before. So I'm going to see maybe I can put those together like that. And this one conveniently had lines on it, so it was easier to cut. And here you're going to see that I don't like how thick the frames are, unfortunately. The ones that I got from crepe paper are like really, really thin, but the Simple Stories are huge. And I know that some people like dimension on their layouts, but I am not one of those people. I think the height of an enamel dot is about as high as I can stand to go. So I'm just kind of separating those layers of chipboard and making it a bit thinner. But it is a kind of a delicate process, especially with scissors this sharp. I mean, they are super sharp. So I'm mostly just making it so I don't cut myself. And yeah, it makes a bunch of dust, so I had to wipe that off. I'm just measuring where I want that cluster to start and how big I want that frame to be. And this time I don't put paper backing on the embellishment ones, but I do put die cuts in them. I was worried this would take too long on camera, but I guess it doesn't, which is nice. And I decided since Simple Stories uses cream a lot, I could use up some of those cream journaling cards that I have, and so I just decided to put the frame right on there so I could put my journaling in there. And now all I have to do is round the corners with my scissors. Once that dries, then I can put the journaling right in the frame. And I thought, oh, well, I could back it with paper. So I used one of the scraps, and then I basically flipped over, I think it's that triangle paper that it's a scrap of. I just flipped it over so it had the lines so I could get even more patterns on here. I kind of like that the layout, the layers are super, super busy, but then you've got the blue with just the kind of graph lines on the back, and there's so much of it that it's just this 2/3 of the paper that's all crazy busy, and there's 1/3 that kind of rests your eye a bit. So it's someplace to have a break. And since I got the die cut pack, I thought I would use the cute little alien die cuts the best. And it's not a excuse me, I had to cough. It's not a handheld game that I'm playing, but I didn't know another way to really get that Game Boy in there, and there's two of them, so I thought I'm playing games, it works. It's game related. So I just get the aliens on there, and that little guy goes in there. And then I thought maybe I could use some of the pieces of washi tape just to maybe like tape down my photos. So I ripped it like I would regular washi tape instead of washi strips. And then I'm looking at what kind of enamel dots I want to use, and I just decide to get these really dark navy blue ones because I don't really have a whole lot of other things to use them on, and there is that really dark blue in this layout, so it kind of goes. And